Well, it's not quite a father-son. There were three of those yesterday with Mitchell, Buckley and Buse. But the name Morris has returned to the Richmond Footy Club. His old man played over 100 games for the Tigers through the 70s. And Stephen Morris has got himself to the Richmond Footy Club as a part of a trade with the GWS and has been good enough to join us. Good morning to you, Steve.
Morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
Mate, thanks for coming on. Congratulations. I guess everybody in the Morris clan's pretty happy about this one.
Yeah, we're all pretty excited. Obviously, it's been an aim of mine, firstly, to play AFL footy for as long as I can remember, and to finally have that dream be realised or have that opportunity going to Richmond. It's pretty exciting for all of us, yeah.
Hey, good morning, Stephen. It's Tim
Morning.
here. Hey, Stephen, tell us where you've been and what you've been doing.
Before any of that, you two know one another, don't you?
Well, I've known Stephen since he was a little boy. Yeah, I've met him over the journey. But where have you been the last couple of years?
The last few years, I missed out on getting drafted in my top age. I actually played under 18s for Western Jets as an overager after struggling with some injuries with stress fractures and the like in my shins, and then took off over to South Australia, where I've been playing with West Adelaide Footy Club for the last 4 years. And I had a knee reconstruction 2 years ago, and obviously that derailed my ambitions for a while, but sort of got back on the bandwagon and tried to have another crack at making the big league, and seemed to have improved over the last couple of years, and enough to give me that shot at the next level that I'm really excited about.
And Stephen, when did other clubs start to show interest in you?
There's been a bit of talk over the second half of this season about other clubs showing interest, but I mean, at the end of the day, I've always dreamed of, firstly, definitely playing AFL footy, but there's just that extra, I suppose, added bonus of going to Richmond with obviously Dad playing footy there for so long, and it really is a special thing for me to be able to aspire to, and I'm really excited and really looking forward to the opportunity of getting down there and playing at Tigerland.
Yeah, you come from a very sporting family. Yeah, and I know your mum Jan very well. Now, what sort of advice has Jan given to you?
Mum and Dad have both been very supportive. Obviously, Mum played basketball for Australia, and so they've been terrific role models through my upbringing, I suppose. And they've just supported me in every move I've made. Obviously, moving to South Australia as an 18, 19-year-old was a pretty big move, but they supported me in that move and sort of have shown support of every decision I've made ever since, and we're just really happy that finally I get to move home, and I move home having ticked one of the boxes, and obviously I want to make the most of that opportunity and get some games under my belt next season.
Talking to Richmond's newest recruit, Stephen Morris. Steve, it's a difficult question, but describe yourself as a player.
I suppose I've played a fairly diverse range of roles over the last few years. I originally, in the under-18s, I played as a forward / midfielder, but mostly up forward. And then over the last sort of 2 or 3 years, I've more played through the midfield as a tagger, and more recently last year as a real lockdown defender, and I've seem to have sort of evolved more into a running defender in the 2011 season. So I have played a number of different roles. I probably feel most comfortable in that lockdown role, but I have worked hard at trying to improve my offensive part of my game, and that certainly showed to some extent this year.
Have you got the old man's blistering speed?
I reckon I've got him covered, actually.
Have you got
From what I've seen from the tapes, he didn't have too much to himself. But, yeah.
Have you got his...
I don't know where I've got that from, but that's something that I've definitely improved, and surprisingly, even after having a knee reconstruction, it doesn't seem to. I don't seem to have lost that pace.
Have you got his beard?
Can't grow a beard to save myself.
No chance of it coming back. Oh, he was famous for the beard, your old man. He had the fantastic looking beard.
Yeah, he did. I've never seen him without a beard, so unfortunately that hasn't been passed on to myself.
Right. Hey, he won a best and fairest, didn't he, your old man at Richmond?
Yeah, I think he won the best and fairest in 1975 at Richmond.
1975, there you go, it was too. Hey, Stephen, it's a good story. In fact, it's better than a good story. It's a great story. You've stuck at it, and you've overcome a couple of knockbacks. And I reckon, listening to you, there'll be a couple of Richmond supporters listening to this saying, yeah, I reckon this bloke's made of the right stuff. Good luck, and let's hope it becomes a really fruitful relationship between you and the Tigers. We wish you all the best, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks very much for having me, guys. Look forward to it.
Good on you, Stephen Morris, Richmond's 22-year-old recruit.
Isn't that a great story?
It's a great story.
You listen to some young kid talk about how difficult it was. They didn't get drafted as an 18-year-old. They do a knee, they go into state, they learn the trade a little bit more, they have their ups and downs, and they still battle on. And at 22 years of age, they get the opportunity to play AFL football.
Fantastic story. 12 minutes to